Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to say something, but those words don't come up right? At the end of the conversation, you go like, I should have said this. I shouldn't have said that. If that sounds like you, don't worry, you're not alone, because many of us make these mistakes, including myself. And I always tend to punish myself. Why did I say that? I shouldn't have said that. Maybe he feels offended with what I said. Today we're talking about those moments where you struggle to find your words and what we can do about it. Why should you listen to a 45-year-old in a grey dress? I'm Jules T, and welcome to the Jules T Talk channel. I spent the past 20 years messing up, and today I want to share with you what I've learned throughout the whole process so that you don't have to learn it the hard way. Let's get to it. Let me paint you a few pictures and see if any of these sound familiar to you. Imagine yourself at work. Your manager comes up to you and asks you, Jules, what do you think about this? You actually have a lot of ideas and more points to support this, but somehow your mind goes completely blank and you just mutter, yeah, I agree. And then the moment goes away. Another scenario. Maybe this is with your girlfriends, and one of your girlfriends says, I've been having a very bad day, and she was pouring out her heart, and you wanted to comfort her. But somehow the words those don't come out right, and whatever you said made the whole situation feel awkward. And then you decide to say, okay, don't worry, just to end the conversation. If you've been in any of those situations, you probably understand how frustrating it feels. Why couldn't I say it properly? Here's the thing, struggling to find the right words to say doesn't mean that you're bad at communication. It usually comes down to two things: pressure and overthinking. Pressure sometimes puts your brain into a mini panic mode where your mind goes completely blank and you don't know how to respond to such situations. And when we overthink, we tend to edit those words in our head. And we tend to be so busy editing those words in our head that it doesn't come out very smoothly. Does this sound familiar to you? So instead of beating up yourself about it, try shifting the way you see these moments. Think of it as opportunities, not failures. Every time your brain gets stuck, tell yourself, I need a little bit more practice in this. And with more practice, I'll get better. So what can you do about this? Here is one strategy that worked for me. It's simpler than you think. Every day, go to YouTube, look for accomplished speakers from TED Talk, speeches that come from graduation ceremonies, or a motivational speaker. Look for those people who are able to inspire, who are able to move the room, who have that kind of confidence when they speak. What you're going to do is you're going to get those YouTube links and download their YouTube scripts, their speeches. And every day, take 5 minutes to read through their scripts. Jules, are you serious? You want to be a copycat and read someone else's scripts? Think about it in this way. You are actually training your voice, your confidence level, your rhythm, your pace. By reading those scripts and comparing to the way the speakers were speaking on those YouTube videos, you can see the difference between yourself speaking and the way the other person is presenting. And then you tweak the way you present. You refine your speeches. It's just like going to the gym. You don't get muscular, you don't get fit by just watching people exercise. Scrolling on Instagram, looking at people doing repetitions, training their muscles. You don't get fit by just watching them. You get fit by actually doing them early in the morning at home, or going to the gym, or out in the park. That's how you get fit, by the action itself. Similar being a good speaker, you gotta practice it. You're going to do it every day till the moment you feel very comfortable delivering a speech, speaking fluently, getting the right words. And somehow you'll be able to get the right words into your sentences because you do it so often, it comes naturally to you. The first time you try it, your brain might say, that sounds silly. I don't even sound like them. I'm an Asian, the American. What do people think? You don't need to sound like them. But what you're copying is the energy, the structure, the confidence. And when you practice enough, it becomes part of you. And when you practice it enough, you find yourself. You find your own natural rhythm. Imagine picking up Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream. The first day you read it out, it's just a regular speech. Next few days, as you repeat that entire process, you'll find that you're catching the tonality, you're catching the energy, you're catching the pauses. And without knowing it, one day, when you go to a meeting, suddenly someone comes to you and asks you something. Somehow, words flow naturally. People will notice. So instead of telling yourself, I'm not a good speaker, tell yourself, I'm training to be a better one. Because when you practice, you get better. Because every single time you do this, you're planting a seed in yourself. Just like me in my situation, I'm delivering this video before I'm going to work. And I'm forcing myself to do it because I want to make sure that I actually practice delivering a speech every day. And when you do this often, it becomes your second nature. And the exciting part is, when you find your own voice, that confidence in yourself, the opportunities will open up. You get better conversations. You get trust from the people around you. You build better relationships. And even leadership roles will open up to you. So try this every day. 5 minutes a day, read something out loud. It can be in your room, in your car, somewhere you feel comfortable being with. Make this process consistent. The key is consistency. You'll be surprised that your words can shape your future. And your future deserves that voice. Here's my challenge. Before you scroll to the next video, go and download that speech. It could be a favorite speech of yours from TED Talk or a speech from someone that you admire as a speaker. Download and read it. And then repeat this cycle tomorrow and the day after. And that's all you need. Because the more you practice, the more natural your voice is going to be. And more doors are going to open up for you. I'm Jules T. If this message resonates with you, remember to subscribe and like this video. And comment what you learned from this entire session. Now go and read that speech. Your future self will thank you. See you.